Kitchen, and today I've got a sweet treat for you, caramel popcorn. Now normally, you know me, I don't cook with butter, I don't cook with sugar because it's just not good for you. But every now and again, it's alright to cheat, especially if you're cheating in your own kitchen. Alright? So let's get right into it. I got my stove already heated up. You add a little bit of olive oil, which I've already done, to a pot, and you're gonna cook what they say about 3 quarts of popcorn. So I already know how much popcorn because I've cooked popcorn already before. I'm just going to fill up the bottom with popcorn. And that's 1 single layer of popcorn. There we go. That's about how much I cook. Okay. So you're going to adjust the amount of popcorn based on your pot and how much you use, okay? So that's first step is we're going to get started with the popcorn, all right? Make sure your pan is heated up properly so that your popcorn pops evenly. Okay, as soon as it starts popping, you're going to put the top on. We're getting right into the caramel base, okay? Caramel base is 1 stick of butter, which I've already put in here. We're going to put that on medium heat. 1 cup of brown sugar. I told you this was a sweet treat. I told y'all, you know. Okay, half a cup of corn syrup. Let me put a little bit more. There we go. Half a cup of corn syrup. Woo! There we go. Let me get Old Faithful here. Get all of that out of there. There we go. Go ahead and stir that up. So we got the butter, corn syrup, and then you need a little bit of salt. Again, you can do without the salt if you're on a salt restriction or whatever the case is. Go without the salt, and go ahead and put a little bit of salt. And you stir this, you have to stir this constantly because it's going to turn into a caramel, and you don't want it to stick and burn, okay? So we're going to be stirring this constantly until it comes to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, you're going to let it cook by itself for 4 minutes, okay? This is going to go really quick, people, okay? I know it seems like it wouldn't, but it will. And when this gets hot, it's gonna be very hot. You don't want to be testing. Sometimes you test, put your finger in there. You don't want to put your finger up in there. Okay, please don't burn your little fingers off. Okay. There we go. Keep stirring that. Keep stirring that. Keep stirring that. I can see my popcorn about to get hot. I wish you could see the color of this. It smells delicious in here. I love the smell of popcorn. This here is organic popcorn that I get from the Whole Foods. Please quit messing with that doggone microwave popcorn. Oh, there we go. First pop. There we go. We're going to cover you up, baby. There he is. All right. Please stop messing with that microwave popcorn. It is not good for you. Not to mention the fact that this is fun for the kids. They can come in here and help you, help you with your popcorn. When we finish with our popcorn, what you do is you're going to put your popcorn in a bowl. And I'm actually going to put in a bowl, and I'm going to put it in 2 separate little bowls because my kids don't eat the caramel popcorn. For some reason, they like sugar. They like sweets like everybody else, especially since I deny them sweets so often. But they just don't get into the caramel corn. I love caramel corn, though. I'm a caramel corn freak, okay? Also, what you want to do is once the popcorn is finished popping, you want to make sure you butter it thoroughly because that prevents the caramel from sticking to the popcorn when you put the caramel on, okay? So I have a mixture that I use for my popcorn. It is actually butter, coconut oil, and this is the coconut oil that I use, okay? It's highly expensive. Like I said, this here container costs about $15, but it is delicious. So you use like about 1 stick of butter, equal amount of coconut oil, and an equal amount of olive oil.
Nice.
Okay? So that's my mixture. Now remember, you want to keep stirring this caramel constantly. But because I have other things to do, I'm going to turn this down, and I'm going to just let this be right now. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up that concoction for you. Here we go. A stick of butter, and this is an empty coconut oil container. Like I said, I reuse my containers because I don't have anything else to use. So here we go. We're going to put a stick of butter right inside there. Woo! Give me another Faithful. Got my wooden spoons everywhere. There we go. Okay, so 1 stick of butter, like a little equal amount of olive oil, and about the same amount of coconut oil. You'll get used to how much of each thing you need, okay? A little bit of coconut oil, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter. That's all it is. And you mix it all together. Like I said, this is kind of thick. Usually I mix it beforehand so it's at room temperature and I can pour it right over my popcorn. So we're just gonna mix this by hand today. And the coconut oil, it's really thick to start with, but it melts pretty easily. You can see the popcorn's popping. You can see the caramel is already caramelizing. Really great. Okay, so we got our popcorn mixture here. And I'm actually gonna just sit this right on the stove so that it can just warm up just a little bit, so it'll be a little bit easier to pour over my popcorn when the popcorn is finished. Okay, again, you let this caramel sit for about 4 minutes and it'll be ready. So that's already come to a boil, so it's gonna get ready to sit. As soon as this popcorn stops popping, we're gonna be set to go because this is one of those things that love it or leave it, it's gonna be fine. So basically, hey, girl, what you doing? So basically what you want to do is, like I said, you mix all those ingredients together, you let it boil for 4 minutes by itself, then you add half a teaspoon vanilla, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and you just stir that. It's going to get foamy on you. You stir that until the baking soda is completely dissolved. You pour it over the popcorn, and then you set it on the wax paper, which my daughter has put on the floor. But it's my floor. Alright? Nobody needs to know. Alright? So we're going to put a little bit of this butter mixture on the wax paper to make sure the wax paper is well greased. Oh, you helping? You helping me, Naya? Helping. Okay, well don't help me no more. Back up. There we go. Enough helping. Alright, there we go. Caramel mixture is just about done. You got the popcorn just about finished popping. So, you're going to shake that popcorn up. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it. Shake it, shake it. Hey, girl. Shake it. Yeah. I actually have a big pot that I used to use to make popcorn in because, I feel like I could fit more in there. But it didn't work as well as this here pan. So your own cookware, use the utensils that work best for you for any particular thing. This works best for popcorn, so I'm going to use this for popcorn. I use the big pot for soup. There we go. Oh, we still popping. We got popcorn. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. This used to be, as you can see, butter seasoning that I used to put on popcorn. But this was a long time ago. This is not butter seasoning. This is my own little concoction of salt. This is actually, I ran out of the butter and I decided to trick everybody by putting regular seasoning salt and paprika in there. So, they at the time they didn't know. They thought it was butter seasoning that I put on my popcorn, but it's actually just salt and paprika. So, don't be fooled by my container. Alright, here we go. The popcorn's ready. We're going to pour that into the pot over here. Oh, popcorn. Girl, be careful. There we go. Woo! Yes, pop it, pop it. Yeah, be careful, girl. Be careful. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. So we put their popcorn in a couple small containers because they don't like the caramel. Okay? There we go. So now we're going to turn off this caramel here because the caramel is ready. We're going to add in the baking soda and the vanilla. Half a teaspoon baking soda and half a teaspoon vanilla. We're going to add that in there. And we add the vanilla. There we go. And we're just going to stir that until the baking soda is completely dissolved. See how foamy it gets? I don't know if you can actually see that. It's getting foamy over here. Just going to stir that in until the baking soda is completely dissolved. And that's good. There we go. Alright. And here we go. Here you go, Naya.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, I almost forgot. You can't forget, you gotta add your butter to it. If you don't add your butter, this caramel is gonna stick to your popcorn. It's not gonna come out. Okay? So, you're gonna add your butter to your popcorn. Normally this is a lot thinner. This is kind of thick. We don't want it that thick, the butter. That's okay. See, because I'm gonna just get my hands on in there. Mix up all that butter. Here we go. You're welcome, Ladybug. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's all well buttered. And we're going to add our caramel right on top. Don't touch that, Ladybug. It's hot. It's hot. Okay. Remember, don't want to touch that with your hands. That is extremely hot. Okay, mix that in. And burn your little fingers off. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks like caramel corn, doesn't it? Mix it up really well. Oh, look at her. She's putting salt on her popcorn. Put a little bit over here. Okay. Alright. And then you pour that right onto your wax paper. There we have it. Now you want to go ahead and let this cool completely before you start packaging it up. Or it's not going to be right, okay? You can eat it warm if you want to, but if you're going to wrap it up in Ziploc bags and put it in the refrigerator or whatever, just make sure that it's cool completely. Thanks again for stopping by Mother's Kitchen.